Hey guys, welcome back to Ofra's channel. It is Claim Paradise here, and we are here doing today this cute little soft New Year's Eve glam. So if you guys want to see how we got this look using All OFRA products, girl, then just keep on watching. We're gonna go ahead and start on eyebrows. For your New Year's Eve glam, you know, we're going for a very sculpted, very, you know, when the fireworks are going on, we still want our eyebrows to be seen. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in with the shades Khaki and also the shade Dark Brown from their Eyebrow Gel, like tint moments. I've heard that they're very pigmented, so we're gonna go ahead and see. And as y'all can clearly see, I don't have eyebrows. I left some back at home, up in Orlando. So we're gonna go ahead and create a little eyebrow moment. So I like to go in and start defying. So I'll brush and spoolie upwards, and I go ahead and fill right around here. Hair like stroke moment, you know, nothing crazy, girl. So I go ahead and create the fake tail of my eyebrow right around here. So I'm going ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and add the most pigmentation to the outer part of the eyebrow and just fade it to the top. Go ahead and spoolie just to get the product distributed. And as you can see, we have a little bald spot moment right here. Come on, bald spot. And now I'm just going with just the extra excess product, and I'm gonna head and give my eyebrows a little bit more of a square shape, just because I feel like it suits my face better. And I am finished. And I'm going ahead, I'm using the OFRA Pro 11 brush, you know, girl, and going in with the, I think to the shade 29 from the Signature Palette Contour and Highlighting Cream Foundation Moment. So this is very good. I feel like this for a bronzing moment, the girls are not gonna be able to take it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start sketching out the eyebrow. So I'm basically making sure I'm cleaning up very, 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 very precisely. And I'm only gonna be highlighting the top part because I really, really like their eyelid primer per se. I literally fell in love with it. They sent it to me a while back, and I have gone through 2 tubes of them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab a fluffy brush like this and just blush out the excess. So like here, I will be putting on foundation, so all that will go away. I just want a very, very nice transition from the eyelid primer to the brightness right here. All right, guys, so I basically have a very, very sketched out brow. It's looking very dark. So I like to go in with like a nude Fixline eyeliners. I believe like I like this as much as concealer as well. So I go in with a spoolie and I actually grab all the excess product and I start brushing that through the brow just to give me more of a blended look. So I mix between concealer and the Fixline. It's a little moment that I always do just to blend the eyebrow out. So it looks crazy at first, but then I go in and with the same eyebrow tint, I spoolie it too. Just because I don't have eyebrows, I like to create the like thick fiber moment, and it just kind of fades the eyebrow for me. So now I'm going in with the actual eyelid primer, which is literally my favorite. And I'm just throwing this right here in the actual piece of the eye. So I'm just dropping her in and just giving her a little moment. Being very generous with it, and with the same brush, I'm just starting to blend that in. And I like to bring my eye primers all the way to the inner corner, just because I always end up putting eyeshadow there. I'm like, I'm gonna be normal and do a small look, and then I end up literally dragging the eye look, just because I have like very manly eyes. I know. And I like to give myself more of an extended face. Since my face is very long, I like to widen it. You know, just a cute little MUA moment. Nothing crazy. So this is the night. Like, I feel like every girl, like, once New Year's Eve come, they buy their little wispy lashes and they're like, I'm gonna be dramatic. So girl, let's be dramatic. So I'm gonna go ahead and start giving shape to the eye. I'm going in with the Must Have Matte palettes, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade. What shade is this? I believe this is shade Charm. It's a very deep brownish shade, and I'm using this just in conjunction to, I'm going in with these 2 shades right here, just to start giving the eye a little bit of a lift. So I like to define and then cut. So we're gonna go ahead and do a cute little, you see how it's like a soft brown moment? This is just gonna allow us to start creating the shape that we want on the eye. So I always lay down and then I brighten up. So I work backwards. Most people work with their lightest colors first. I work with my darkest colors first, just to give my eye some shape. So I go ahead and add some darkness right here, and I start to concentrate the color. So as you can see, she's kind of giving me what I want. Going ahead, I'm going in with the shade Vanilla. and also with one of their pressed powders, so an oil control pressed powder, anything that would just give me brightness. I lay that on the top of the eyebrow, so that when I blend it out, the brown has somewhere to go. So now that that's just sitting there, I go in with this one, and now I'm adding in a little bit of this shade. So I'm going Charm, Truffle, and French Mocha to create like a neutralness to the eye. We're just gonna blend up. And I always go above my crease just to create that illusion that I have bigger eyes when my eyes are actually very, very tiny. And I'm just buffing outwards. And I'm just at the outer part where I told you guys, I'm just dragging it out and keeping that brightness on the top of the brow bone. So I'm just making sure, as you guys can see, that's why I add that white, so I have that gradient, how it's brown fading to that little like yellow moment to then that stark white. Just a cute little dramatic moment. Lift that eyebrow, girl. And I tend to find that whenever I want to lift my eyes, especially if like night glam like this, lifting the eye always makes you look more sophisticated, so the bouncer actually let you in the club. I'm just focusing, I'm not adding any more product, and this 21 brush for blending, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need her, because she clocked into her shift. Come on, blend. Literally, look at this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a little darker shade. Like, she was very light. Now we're gonna go ahead and amp it up a little bit, and I believe this is the shade Brown. Oh my God, girl, come on, shade names. The girls will never be, you know, brown moment. And now I'm putting this at the lowest part of my eye. So I'm just going ahead and giving myself some more dimension. Because it's all about dimension, I find, with eyes. Like, you can literally do, like, for example, I'm literally using just brown tones. But if you give it enough dimension with browns, it'll look very, you know, snatched. Come on, refinement. Oh, like, you know, when you just, you know, the eye's coming out the way you want it to. So you're just like... So I'm going in with the Fixline in the shade Nude, and I'm mixing that in with the concealer just to see the consistency that it's giving me to go ahead and cut the crease. I need this to work. I need to take her means. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and go just start cutting. And y'all see that nude shade? Girl, come on, Nude. Me after I don't get a tan for 3 weeks. And I'm not breathing, I'm just sucking in all the extra oxygen off the room. Because this is a part that I feel like makes or breaks your eye look. Like, girl, if your line is crooked, you can't face tune that, mama. Like, come on, girl, come on. Come on, good. Half moon has never looked so good. And since I do have very, like, almond shapy eyes, I tend to just drag this out. And if I open my eyes, you guys can see it, I'm going above my crease so I can keep that drama on the eye. And this is New Year's, so girl, don't be afraid. Like, girl, just don't be afraid. If you think you can do it, you probably can. Just like practice like 3 weeks in advance, you know, girl, like be practicing your looks. And now we're just doing this swift little moment. Girl, that was a lot. And then I just tap, 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 tap. And you know, girl, you just don't have to just use this for New Year's. You know, you can go to the grocery store, girl, pick up your children, pick up the kids. I'm kind of gagged. Like, she's actually kind of cute. Come on, look at that. Lay there. Lay there. Girl, I know you see it. I know you see it. Girl, this is exactly how I'm cutting people out of my life. Period. Okay, girl, so now that we have our base cut up and everything cut up, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, we're going with a little bit of makeup fixer. And I'm actually going into highlighters, so that's kind of one of my favorite things to do. We're gonna go ahead and to pop into Beverly Hills. I knew she was Beverly Hills. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this shade, which is part of their like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moment. And they're very pigmented, and they literally turn into foiled shadows once you put some type of liquid adhesive to them. Like, look at that. Come on, girl! Girl, the girlies are shaking. You just took over the party. Girl, fireworks in my eyes. And that's on period. So I literally like to go in and get that foiled effect. And it's not messy like glitter where you can like literally mess up the whole eye look. So it kind of just gives you that like foiled moment. So always go in and, like I said, everything's multi-purpose. Nothing has like a specific purpose. Like I literally just use an eyeliner to cut my crease. And that's on innovation. That excites. Like look at that little foiled moment. Girl, they can't take her. Go ahead and wet. That's one thing though. I make sure like my brush is very saturated just so that the product doesn't really go anywhere, girl. You want to make sure she's wet. She's driven. Just a little wet moment. And do you see how like with the light, like it just shifts? Especially like I like doing this with highlighters when I'm in very low lighting, just because in low lights you can see a shift really, really well. So like whenever I know she's gonna be out with the girl, she's gonna be partying, I make sure to grab like an OFRA highlighter, or like for example like RCK at night. Everybody be like, girl, you glowing, and I'm like, hey, y'all know, y'all have seen me. If you guys follow me on Instagram, y'all know that I rave about this liner. Just because it doesn't skip on me, literally like, girl, please don't let me flop, please. I always start with the center and I like to sketch out the eye first. And as you can see, she's gonna be doing a hefty wing today. But girl, like in case of a fire or emergency, the fireworks start going off, you just blink your eyes a couple times and you just start flying. And girl, boom, you're gone. So you guys can see, like I literally get a shape first. I like to first do a shape moment. And girl, just drag it out. Like we bought that life out here, period. Girl, baby wings, where they do that at? And then as you guys can see here, I go ahead and I move the product to remove any excess of that highlighter that we may have. And boom, it's back to darkest black. So you guys can see my eyes are very hooded. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that it has the right length, because I feel like a lot of people do liner wrong. And if you do it wrong, it can look like you just have a little stick going out. So it's very important right here to mesh this up. That's why I did the outer line first, so I can match the thickness of the actual liner. But that's a wing if I've ever seen one, ma'am. And as you guys can see, like the verified liner did not skip, did not do anything. Like that's why I literally, like when they sent it to me when it first came out, I was like, there's 500 liners, let's see. And Miss Ofra did her research. I have to give it to her. She did her research. Come on, liner. Girl, just a little, Girl, you just crop it, put a lash on it, and keep it pushing. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera along with the brow. And then just so y'all can see a before and after, like, look at this, looking all rough. Look at like, she went through a lot. But like over here, like, she's ready for 12 to clock and for 2020. Like, girl, if you're not bringing 2020 in like this was 2019, like she got beat up. She's going through the gigs, like, but 2020, girl. The girls can't take her. So we were gonna do a little foundation moment off of camera, but I literally forced her to put it on. I was like, girl, I need the girls to see. And we are going in with the OFRA 887 brush, and look at this coverage, like, crusty and snatched. Like, it's making all the ugly go away. The foundation's actually looking very, very skin-like, which is something that I look for in my foundation, since we are gonna have 800 layers of makeup on. We want to make sure that it looks precise, that it looks put together. And I have the shade number 2 of the Absolute Coverage Foundation. It's about to cover all of my mistakes. But yes, girls, like we are about to be snatched. And you know it's going to be a good makeup look when your foundation kind of like, she complies. She complies. Because you know, like if your foundation is off track, your whole life derails. Your credit score goes down, your husband leaves you, girl. You're just going through the gigs. All because your foundation did not set properly. We want to make sure we cover the billboard. We want to make sure she's covered. She's, you know, she's treated. As y'all know, I had to pump another pump because it's really big. But we're going to make it because Americano bronzer got me. But as you guys can see, like, she's pretty. She's actually really pretty. And like looking up close, like my pores are like covered. Girl, the sins are hidden, girl. The girls are, you know, Pretty Little Liars is shaking, girl. And I love a good foundation brush. Like a good foundation brush just does you right. And especially like this one, since it's synthetic, everything else is just bouncing right off to the skin. Look at this. Okay, coverage. She showed up and showed out. Oh my gosh. We are here to contour and highlight. So now that our face looks very flat, we want to make sure we give her some dimension. So I'm going in with this little same foundation moment, but these are in a pan. And I like to just do a little like warm it up with my skin when it's like in a pan. I like to just warm it up to give it the vibes, you already know. Kind of let it sit on the face just so that it can marinate. Like, girl, you know when you baking that chicken, girl, on turkey the night before, girl, and you just let it sit? I kind of do that with my concealer just so that it can somewhat set so I can maintain all of that brightness. Because I feel like if I go in and I move it immediately, the product is so fresh on the skin that it just kind of like goes everywhere. So I kind of just let everything sit for a little bit. I got that from this Jackie Aina. She kind of lets her concealer sit, and I tried that and it kind of worked for me. And while we do that, concealer I always blend out with my cute little OFRA sponge. I stan her. I literally have like 8 of them. And we're gonna go ahead with the makeup fixer, and we're just gonna, cause girl, they got spray. I don't be doing that, girl. We be saving. And now I'm just slightly going in and starting to move that product. And I'm literally just keeping the center part dry so that that can set, and starting to blend out the outer corners little by little. ASMR moment. And as you guys can see, like she's highlighted. She is highlighted. Now you just want to make sure you're blending the actual highlight, not leaving it as stark white as you want. I do sometimes, but for this look, we're not going to do that. So I tend to blend it out, and then I go back in with the same foundation brush that has nothing on it and just marinate these two worlds right here. Because you don't want there to be a harsh line. You want it to be like a great rainbow of beige, literally. And I adore it. Do you see how I just kind of like faded from like that tan beige to like that transition? And now we go in with our brush right here with our little moment. Look at her! Oh! Under eyewear. ASMR. This one's for Karine. There we go. Look at that under eye though. Like, are we living? Ah! Girl, I felt that. I felt that. Now we're just gonna go ahead and start dusting. And this is the OFRA press powder, and this brush, this is my new favorite powder brush. So this is the oil control press powder, and this is the 22 brush. Look at these fibers. Come on, little moment. Oh wait, because this brush is actually kind of giving it to me. Lightly set moment, and this is a brightening powder. Look at how pretty. Look at how freaking pretty. Oh my god. So we're just going in, and we're gonna do a cute little spritz moment from afar away. And now we're gonna try. You go fair. I'm gonna go in with the same brown shade. I don't wanna do black, I wanna keep the same brown theme. And I'm gonna dip my angled brush in there, and this is what I'm going to put in my under eye. Because I want my under eye to be very smoked out, but not with black. I feel like that'd be too much. And going with black, you can literally sometimes do too much. I'm gonna go in with just a tiny bit of it. So I'm gonna use the brown as the base, and then smoke her out. And I become numb to putting things inside of my eyes. So like, at this point, I'm literally just like, girl, give it to me. Do you see how I kind of like enclose the eye so it's making the fantasy come to life? Now I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit of that black, just the tiniest bit right here. So I'm literally base, and then this is just the accent. And we're gonna lay that down right here. Do you see how the brown just acted? Like, girl, you see that? Like, oh yes. And I wanna make sure I get that on my bottom lash line, because I wanna smoke this out. Do you see, like, look at this eye compared to what this eye, like, you can literally start to see the difference. And now we're just gonna smoke this out. So I literally grab a fluffy blending brush, and I just start to smoke this out first. And we're slowly building it up. And this is a brush 8884. And now you just wanna smoke out. So I literally don't use too much pressure. I don't go in and I'm like, brushing, because I feel like that messes a little bit with the concealer. What I like to do is grab just like by the end and just lightly tap it. I have here the Glow on the Go palette by Miss OFRA Cosmetics. Don't look it, don't look. So here we have it. It's actually kind of pretty, like I kind of live. And y'all know this bronzer right here. This bronzer and eye drops. Me and her, she knows, I know, we know. And that, I'm pretty sure, yup, Americano. I know Americano when I see Americano, girl. Because it reminds me, like, it's very soft, but gives you, like, that glow. So I like to not make my face look matte. So this bronzer, girl, just tap into her. She is very pigmented, so you have to be very careful because she will make you look rough real quick. Little ASMR moment before we bronze. And we are going in with an OFRA 888. So with bronzer, I don't really like, I like to stamp it on and then blend it into my actual hairline because I am a boy. So for girls that have hair, you don't have to do this. But I actually have to blend it in and make it look like it's coming from the side of my face, literally. So I literally just like to go in and just start to define what I already have because, you know, she got cheekbones. And now, it's highlight time. Y'all heard that song? It's my new single. Wait on it. So we are going to highlight. So we're going to go ahead and do that with a tiny bit of Rodeo Dry. And I hope you guys have your shades on. Me. Look at that. Oh my God. Died for 5 minutes straight. Rodeo Drive, like I forget she's that girl. But she really just like, you see how it's like just a, oh my God. Just so cute little. And it literally just looks like healthy skin. Like just, I don't like it when it gives me like that streak moment. So I literally just go in and this brush is, girl, this is 07 girl. She from the 07 and she is doing what she has to do. Because look, just a cute little blushing girl. And then we go in and do a little forehead moment so it looks like we almost sweated, but we didn't really sweat, girl. Just a cute little, oh girl, I just came from the gym. Psych. Look at that, like, but look at that highlight though. Girl, just a cute little Cupid's bow moment. Are you ready? Are you ready? Lip filler, who needs it? I'm kind of gagged. I low-key, like, you know when you exceed your own limits? So like when you set low expectations for yourself, you just exceed them. You could never. And now, I have become a blush girl. And it's really sad for me because I was a blush hater, but this blush, y'all hear that? She's about to give it to you. And I just like to mix it. Oh, so pretty. And I'm not a blush girl, so literally I go in just the tiniest bit to just mix the both. Oh my God. Oh my God, like this little like trio, like look, it's like a little vanilla pink and chocolate moment. Like look at that cheekbone compared to the cheekbone. Like we have definition, we have sculpting, but like look at this cheekbone looking all types of cute. And I like to just do blush like all over as well, just to give my face dimension. That's the word of the day. Dimension. Dimension. And now my favorite part. Lips. So I have a couple shades here. So we have their long-lasting liquid lips. So I have, look at this little reflecting shade. Hold on. ASMR. Oh my God, imagine broke someone's ear. We have the shades Bel Air and Sao Paulo. And girl, I don't know, like, let's see what this shade looks like. Oh yeah. One dip and look at that coverage. And that's on Period Love. And that's on Good Lipstick Formula. Look how pretty, oh my gosh. And now, the reason why I just kind of go in like heavily with the lipstick is because I go in, get any excess product that I may have here, which is just a little bit of foundation, and I clean up like this. So basically just, but it's very important for you to blend this out. So I grab a cute little like synthetic blending brush and just do a little one of these. So it's kind of like a little lip highlighting moment. Lip gloss in the shade Mocha, a little darker moment for the lip. Let's see how we feel about Mocha. Oh, yep. So this is a lip gloss. I don't know how to speak. This is a lip gloss in the shade Mocha. And it's not adding too much, it's just adding a slight tint. Yeah, that part. Oh, girl. And they are pigmented. Literally, look at that. Oh, this is a classic Clean Paradise lip. Who said she ain't had no lip? And then we do one final, just shake it up. Make sure she's ready, girl. And you wanna just a slight miss. Look at that miss, girl. Me trying to dry it quick. I'm like, girl, come on. Now we're gonna go ahead and look, and we are looking. I'm sorry, I just took your man again. Like, I'm so sorry. And you're like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then when the clock strikes, you're just like, I look good, baby. And that's all. Look at that wing. Me looking cute for 2 seconds. This is the final look, and we are looking very snatched to the back row, girl. We are snatched all the way to the last firework that stroke of midnight hits. And clearly we use All OFRA products, so y'all can see that she is reliable. Even for that beat, she's reliable. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. If you guys want to see more of content like this, my Instagram is @CleanParadise. You already know, girl. Make sure you check her out. But yeah, so if you guys did like this makeup look, girl, leave a little comment. Tell me what was your favorite part. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see more looks. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Click the little notification bell so you can see. Because maybe you might see me again, girl. You never know. The girls are mysterious. But yeah, guys, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. You guys enjoy my little OFRA takeover moment, and you guys enjoy the OFRA channel. So I'll see you girlies next time. Nos vemos, mis amores.